Alright, good afternoon everybody. It's your boy Akeem. Welcome to today's vlog. Here to talk about week 9 of the 2015 college football season. And it's time for me to give you my key matches and my predictions. Now, I'm going to have 9 games this week. There's not that really big games this week, but there's still some exciting games for you guys to watch for week 9. Start with tonight's matchup between UNC at number 23 Pitt. Now, this is going to be a very important matchup because both these two teams are 6-1 and they are in the race for the first place in the Coastal Division, while North Carolina is first and is second, while Pitt is first. The game is going to be at Pitt, but I'm actually going to have to call an upset with this one. I'm going to have to go with the Tar Heels in this matchup. Now, one thing that they really need to cover up is their ground defense, their run defense. They need to do a better job. There was a couple of games this season where they were really exposed, and Pitt has a good freshman running back, and Quandre Olison, who is leading the team in rushing with over 600 yards. This is going to be a good matchup, but I'm going to have to go with the Tar Heels in this one. Marquise Williams cannot commit any turnovers in this matchup to help this team win. Next up, TCU is going to be hosting West Virginia. TCU is ranked 5th in the country. West Virginia can pull off this upset, but for the past couple of weeks, West Virginia's defense has been on the slope, especially with the loss of Carl Joseph, the star safety, and I think that was a major loss in that defense. I think that Trayvon Boykin is going to have a great matchup in this game to at least pick up at least 300 yards passing and possibly a couple rushing touchdowns. I think he's going to have another big game, especially with the loss for the rest of the season and Seth Russell, the quarterback for Baylor. This is definitely Boykin's opportunity to be the front runner of this year's Heisman. It's looking like it's between Boykin and Leonard Fournette so far. Leonard Fournette of LSU. But I'm going to have to go with the Horned Frogs in this matchup. Next up, Cal's going to be hosting USC. Now, the Trojans pulled off a major upset last week against Utah. Now, for Cal, this is a good team led by quarterback Jared Goff. This is going to be a good matchup, and I think that because of the momentum that USC is having, especially on the defensive side, I'm going to have to go with another road of win in this one. I'm going to have to go with USC over Cal in that matchup. Next up, number 3, Clemson is going to be traveling to NC State. NC State is 5-2, and this could be an upset alert. But this is a hungry Clemson team, but with head coach Dabo Swinney, they're doing a great job replacing players like Vic Beasley on defense. He's no longer with the team. He's with the Atlanta Falcons, and their defense has been playing brilliantly. I think this is going to be another big win for the Clemson Tigers. Next up, number 11, Florida hosting Georgia. It's great to be a Gator hater, and it's great to be a Florida Gator. This is a great rivalry in the SEC East showdown. I'm going to have to go with Florida in this one. UGA has had a major loss with Nick Chubb. Even though Sonny Michael is a good running back, he's not as athletic and as fast as Nick Chubb, which is a key loss at running back. They depend more on the ground game, while Florida actually does a pretty good job against the run, except the game against LSU with Leonard Fournette. And I think because they have a better passing attack, I'm going to have to go with the Florida Gators over the Georgia Bulldogs. Next up, my upset game of the week between OK State at Texas Tech. Now, OK State is undefeated. Oklahoma State, they are undefeated at 7-0, but there was a couple matches where I believe that they should have lost and they narrowly escaped, especially in the game against my Texas Longhorns. I think they're going to lose in this matchup at Lubbock. I'm going to have to go with the Raiders over the Cowboys. Next up, number 22, Duke is going to be hosting Miami. Now, this could have been an upset alert, but Miami's going to have to play without quarterback Brad Kaye. He's going to be out for this game due to an injury, so this should be a victory for the Blue Devils in this matchup. Next up, number 8, Stanford is going to be traveling to Washington State to face the Cougars. Now, Stanford has a great defense, while the Cougars are actually 5-2 this season thus far, led by quarterback Luke Falk, who's actually on one of the nation's passing leaders this year. He's having a great job throwing the football. They don't really have too much of a ground game developed, but they have a great passing attack. But they're actually going to be playing against the toughest defense, one of the top defenses in the country, and the toughest test for the Cougars so far this season. I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals in this one. They only have one loss so far, and I do like the running back Christian McCaffrey leading the team in rushing. Lastly, my game of the week, as number 9, Notre Dame is going to be traveling to Temple to face number 21, the Temple Owls. Temple is undefeated, while Notre Dame only has one loss to Clemson, 24-22. Now, even though Temple is undefeated, undefeated. They haven't really played the top level competition compared to Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame has definitely better talent with recruits, but defensively, it looks like Temple has a better defense on paper. But like I said, they didn't really play the level of competition like Notre Dame did. I'm gonna have to go with the Fighting Irish over the Owls in this one. This is gonna be a great showdown for you guys, a great underrated game of the week. This is gonna be a close matchup, closer than what most people might think. Some people actually think Notre Dame's gonna actually beat Temple by double digits, but I think Temple's gonna keep it close in this one, but not enough to beat Notre Dame. I'm gonna have to go with the Fighting Irish over the Owls. Now, the next time I'm gonna catch you guys will be Saturday morning, where I will give you a recap of Week 9 of this season. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Keenan McCall. Be easy.